Shoo. Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust Sticks put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust Sticks put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust fix, put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Ugh, not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust fix, put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Ugh, not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust fix, put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee, confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all with me.
Hey.
You make me feel so brand new.
Oh, baby. Let's go.
I want to
Hey.
spend my life with you.
That's that shoulder. Oh, that when my shoulders get to
That's
going,
what
it's a
he is.
problem.
Say, sing,
You gotta hit him with that though.
baby.
The little rock. It's a little rock.
We've been together,
Hey.
loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to.
Hey.
I'll never
Somebody might get pregnant.
untrue.
Come on,
Who
y'all.
want to
Sing
get
along.
pregnant?
Let's go.
Who want to get pregnant?
Let's stay
Hey.
together.
Woo.
Loving you weather, times are good, bad, happy or sad.
Come on, man.
Woo. They don't do it
Start
like
off.
that no more, Playboy. They don't do it
Come
like
on,
that no
man.
more.
Had
They
to
don't do
start
it
off
like
the
that
show
no
just
more.
right. Little Al Green. Let's stay
There ain't
together.
nothing wrong with little Alfred.
You
I'm
know what
not
I'm
sure if
saying?
Al is short for Alfred, but tonight he
Alfred,
Alfred.
yeah.
Tonight he Alfred.
Well, welcome, ladies and gents. Officially Confessions. We are live, man. Had to start off the show just right, man. Little let's stay together. Little Al Green, man. Thank you guys very much. Early show in the building, man. We do this every Wednesday and Saturday night. And thank you guys very much for tuning in and rocking with us. Again, this is just barbershop talk. You know, two fellas getting on live and chopping it up, man. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. But before we do, don't forget that we are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitter and right here on Twitch. If you are not following us, please make sure that you guys follow us on all social media platforms, man. All right, make sure you guys make that happen on all social media platforms. If you're not hosting the page tonight, please make sure that you guys host the page, all right? And let the Twitch world know that we are live and it is on and popping. Officially Confessions is also brought to you by Black Storm Vodka.
Shout out Black Storm Vodka.
Yeah, man. We got some great things coming down the pipeline with Black Storm Vodka that our
Yes.
team Confessions fam will be part of also. So we're just looking forward to that. But, you know, our new sponsor is Black Storm Vodka.
Yeah, if we can put a Black Storm Vodka, the link in the chat just so folks can get familiar if you're not familiar with Black Storm Vodka. and all of the real dope things that they have going on, all of the new brands that fall under the Black Storm Vodka umbrella. We've already had Dizzle on a couple weeks ago, and we have some more brands that we will be introducing in the weeks to come. So if you're not familiar with Black Storm Vodka, the link is now in the chat. Please make sure you follow them. And Black-owned company, man. And not just Black-owned, but a Black woman, right?
Yes.
And, has transformed not just her vodka brand, but now assisting other brands as well for distribution. So we will be giving information weekly about some of the new brands that fall under the Black Storm Vodka umbrella. But I just want to say thank you for being our official sponsor, and we have some real dope stuff coming, Pee Wee. We have some
that we do, man. That we do. Man, I'm excited. So one of the announcements that we will let the cat out the bag is game night. Game night is coming back.
We coming back. Woo!
So it will be the last Saturday in January. Okay, so we letting you guys know now, the last Saturday in January, which would be the 29th of January. Okay,
right.
29th of January, it is game night, and we will let you guys know more information as time goes, but we'll let you guys know, game night, January 29th, man, 2022.
And just to throw this out there, Pee Wee, and I'm not really trying to toot my own horn, beat, but I think I was the last champion.
Wow.
But I didn't. That's neither here nor there. But just in case anybody was wondering, like, hey, the last time you guys, who won? You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to talk about it. Never mind.
Wow. That's crazy. This dude tooting his own horn right now.
No, that's why I said, you know what? Let me pull up. Because it's not about me. I'll pull up. That was wrong of me. That was wrong of me. But, just so, I just want folks just to understand what Team Doc does. And, and Team Pee Wee, I'm not sure if we're going to mix it up, next year, it'll be the first game night of the new year, like Pee Wee said, January 29th, man. And game night is always a lot of fun, dude. It's really a lot of fun. If you haven't participated, please look out for the details to come January 29th.
Absolutely. All right, man. Let's get into it. First and foremost, as we do every show, giving love out to our folks, our moderator, UTSA Jennifer up in the building, Justice up in our building, our day one, number one moderator. So please make sure that you guys show them some love. All right, man. Our VIPs up in the building, Beautiful Soul, Beth, Jennifer O. Jenny, Misunderstanding. And who else we got up in here today? We got another viewer up in the building. Blessings to you, Buenaventura, D. Jones. Hey, my guy.
D. Jones?
Yeah, congratulations to my man. All right. Gwen up in here, Miss Established 1983. Okay, Mommy, Panama Princess. Puffin Parlays up in the building. What up, ladies? CC and Renee, greetings.
Puff give.
Yeah. Red light.
Wait, which way do I go? I go this way. Right. I don't, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I don't know which way.
Shasta up in the building. V and K, Spike, Trap, Claire, and Roxy is up in here. And if I missed you, I do apologize. But all you got to do is just hit us off with at Officially Confessions, and I'll make sure I shout you out. You know what I'm saying? Now, as Doc said earlier, one of our sponsors is Black Storm Vodka. We had the Dizzle in, and part of our sponsorship, let us let you know about the Dizzle.
Got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's dizzled up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. When Callie said I need another one, gon' have you coming back for more. But go get it while it's hot, before it be sold out in your stores. That dizzle.
Yes, that's that Dizzle right there, ladies and gents. And they actually having their, was it tonight or last night? Their
It was the first. Is today the first?
yeah,
I
today's the
think
first,
it's
so it's
today's the
tonight.
first, right? It
Yeah.
was tonight. Yeah, the Dizzle had a like a tasting and an introduction of the brand tonight at the district. So shout out to Mike Dizzle, shout out to DJ T over at the district um tonight. Again, we weren't able to make it because hey, we're here with y'all. But
Yeah.
shout out to Mike Dizzle, man, doing big things. And shout out to those who got the opportunity to go out to the district tonight. And again, if you haven't had the opportunity to sample the Dizzle, we will also put up the link in the chat, and you can order it. If you're in the LA area, it's in a bunch of locations here. And as the weeks continue to come, we'll give you information every week.
So before we get the show started, me and Doc had a conversation today, and I just saw blessings to you comment, which I want before we get the show started, I did want to bring this up. I don't know if some of you guys follow me on social media, follow Doc on social media. We just got word, a good friend of ours, Big Paul, passed away. And if you've been day one with Officially Confessions, we actually had Big Paul on the show a while back. And it kind of, and I told Doc this today, man, I said, it kind of hit me really hard that Paul passed away. He was a good friend, really good dude. And you know, I just saw blessings to you post, and she said, you know, rest in peace to your guy Big Paul. You know, he's real cool. He was the guy that made her change her name, and I remember that. You know,
Yeah,
because
man, that's crazy, right? Because he came onto the show and we were talking about branding and just using how to use some of these social media platforms. And he gave out some advice. And that's crazy how, someone that Paul never met in person, but he still had an impact on that person's life, right? And that's what Big Paul was about, man. Big Paul was a record industry rep. So what his job was, he was worked at various record companies, and his job was to promote artists, right? So let's say if he worked at Def Jam and Jay-Z had a new album out, his job was to make sure that all DJs and all the movers and shakers in the industry knew about the project. When the artist came to town, he made sure that he took them to all the clubs and just made sure they got hot in the city. And he did that from pretty much from I've known him. He started with the Wake Up Show. Shout out to Sway and Tech. He started with the Wake Up Show and went on to be a very influential mover and shaker in the record industry, man. And I will never, ever forget Big Paul because he is the reason why I even tried and ate sushi. And like the reason I even eat sushi today is because of Big Paul. Big Paul took me to lunch and we went to sushi and I had never tried like Paul. I ain't if it ain't fried, homeboy, don't put that on my plate.
right.
And Doc, man, you got to try it, blah blah blah. And I didn't go too crazy, but I did try sushi because of Big Paul, man. The first time I ever heard about the artist Miguel was Big Paul. Big Paul invited me to an intimate performance with Miguel. So he had an impact on my life, man. There's a few events that I will never ever forget that Big Paul introduced me to, man. So rest in peace to Big Paul, man. He was a solid guy. I don't know one person that has anything negative to say about Big Paul.
Absolutely.
They started a GoFundMe yesterday that Big Pee Wee actually, he and I spoke about today, and they were trying to raise, $10,000. They raised, the last that I checked, $24,000 in 24 hours. That just speaks to the type of person Big Paul was, how people felt about Big Paul. So it's definitely, man, going to be missed. Impacted so many people, helped Pee Wee in his career. Pee Wee was telling me different stories about how Big Paul really, really helped guide him when he was just, starting out and working at the radio station, and just giving him little nuggets and information, man. And those things are invaluable. You can never forget those things. Those things, that'll be something that Pee Wee will never ever forget till the day that he dies. And
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
once
I
again,
mean,
man, shout out to Big Paul and his family, and rest in peace, brother, man. A solid guy, a solid dude.
yeah. I mean, I had to make sure, before we even started the show, that I showed my love, man. Because I mean, like you said, though, he was very influential in my career. He helped me out a whole lot, guided me, a couple of times, and he always looked out, and we became really good friends, man. So, as Doc said, our prayers go out to his family, his friends, his loved ones, man. And really at the end of the day, Big Paul, we'll see you soon, homeboy.
Absolutely. Not too soon, but I will see you soon.
Yeah,
I'll see you
yeah.
soon. I don't like, not tomorrow,
No,
but
hey, if it's God's will, hey, it ain't nothing you can
yeah,
do
it is.
about
But
it,
when the
man.
time comes, Big Paul, man, I will salute you. And I hope that when it's all said and done for myself, that folks remember me in the same way they did Big Paul, man, because I've seen nothing but overwhelming just love and response, right? It's dope to see how he's affected so many people in such a positive fashion.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, ladies and gents. Once again, welcome to Officially Confessions. I'm Big Pee Wee. That's my man Doc. We do this every Wednesday, Saturday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Twitch. You can also catch it live on Twitter and YouTube. Make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms, so that you can tap in with us. Don't forget to hit the follow button, also, so that you can get notified every single time that we do go live, and you can be part of the conversation. If you're not hosting the page yet, please make sure that you guys host the page, and let the Twitch world know that we are live. Yeah, man. All right, ladies and gents, if you guys are ready for Officially Confessions, please make sure that you hit us off with the lock and keys. Lock and keys right now, and then we're going to get Officially Confessions started. I see we got some new people up in here. Droop Dog is up in here. What uppers? Christina is up in here. Fat and Sweet. Rebecca up in here. Sosi. What up, Sosi?
My guy, Sosi, what up?
So Simple Too Deep is up in here.
Damn, that's a hell of a name. So simple,
So
too deep.
Simple Too Deep. I
Hello.
heard that.
I might need some
Yeah.
explanation behind the name.
Whoa, hello.
Yeah.
And again, if I missed you in the chat, please make sure that you hit us off with at Officially Confessions, and then we'll make sure we give you a shout out. You dig? All right, Doc, let's get it popping. Beautiful Soul said, what the hell? Let's go, Beautiful Soul.
Hello, let's
1,500
go.
bits.
Woo!
Beautiful Soul said she trying to get the hype train on.
She
and
trying to get a
popping right
train. Hey, you don't got to threaten me with a good time, Pee Wee. Let's let the train
know
out
what
the
I'm saying?
station. Don't threaten me with a
Hey.
good time.
now. Justice with 100 bids. Okay.
Woo!
Here's the
Let's
hype
get it.
train, ladies and
Let's get
gents.
the train.
Let's get the train going. Let's get the train out the tracks right now, ladies and gents. Let's go. Well, ladies and gents, all aboard the hype train right now. We're level 2, 28%, 330 left in this hype train right now, man. Yes. Gwen, hype thrusters activated. Yes. All you got to do is move this hype train right along. All you got to do is gift the sub, use your bits, and we'll move this hype train right along, man. As Doc and myself are the conductors, we're going to keep it going, man. So let's get this hype train going, ladies and gents. Team Confessions, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hold on, one more time, Doc. Let's get the hype train going.
Let's go.
Well, come on and ride this hype train, ladies and gents. Big shout out to Red Light Special hitting us off with 100 bits. We also got a first-time chatter up in the building. Pull my daisy. Pull my daisy. I heard that.
I might need an explanation about that too. Pull my daisy?
Pull my daisy.
Pull my daisy. Okay.
Hello.
Do tell.
All right, man. Hype train is available right now. Again, you can gift a sub, use your bits, move that hype train right along. It's about that time. We're going to get into officially confessions right now. Let's go, Doc.
Let's go. So I'm talking to Pee Wee today, and Pee Wee has 2 lovely daughters. For real. Like, I've seen one of them, his oldest daughter. I've seen her grow up. Like, I've seen her at the age of his younger daughter. So shout out to Malaya and shout out to Bailey. And I'm asking him, Pee Wee, because I don't have any kids that I know of, or stateside. Now, what happens internationally? Like, domestically, I'm good. Now, what has happened abroad? I can't speak to that. So I'm like, Pee Wee, how do you discipline your child? And what brought me to that question was, I flew out of town. I was out of town a lot last week. I'm about to get off the plane, and the people that were sitting in the aisle ahead of me had little badass little fucking Zachary, right? Zachary's about a hot 3 years old. And this little bad demon, this mug he's literally rolling in the aisle. The mom has got to kind of like lightweight pull Zachary. Zachary's making all kinds of noise and nobody can get off the plane because of badass Zachary. Mom's picked Zachary up. Zachary bombs on his mom. I mean, like, he bombs on his mom. I'm directly behind badass Zachary and his mother. I was so close to just tapping her on the shoulder and saying, can I let you borrow my belt? Do you want to borrow my belt? It's leather. Let's give Zachary some motherfucking act right. Not only is he holding up the plane, but he's embarrassing the hell out of you. It got so bad that the pilot is saying goodbye to people as we get off the plane. The pilot has to go and run and get Zachary a toy. Hey, little badass little fucking kid. Here's a toy. So he gives Zachary the toy, and the mom is still struggling, and he's kind of calmed down a little bit because he's now excited about this toy that he got from the pilot. So we finally are able to get off the plane. And I'm looking at Zachary because at one point he looks at me, but I have my mask on. And during his little tantrum, he looked at me. And let me tell you, I tried to pierce his soul with I tried to get into as deep as I could into every fucking cavity in little Zachary's body so he could feel. I wanted him to feel my energy like Zachary. If I was your daddy, I would fuck you up on this Delta flight. So I'm thinking to myself like, well, how would I have handled that if this was my child? Now I was raised, you don't touch shit, you don't ask for shit, and your ass will get whipped. Quick. If you even thought about doing some bullshit, you even had the thought, then that belt came off of my mom's waist so quick. So I was raised, you get that ass tapped a little bit. But now
Absolutely.
when 2021 going to 2022, folks really pay attention now for real about how you discipline your child. And nobody can tell you how to discipline your child. Like, this is somebody that I have to deal with. I have to raise to the best way that I know how. Now, I'm not saying you go ahead and abuse the kid. Like, if it was up to me,
We got abused. We got
I
as kids,
definitely
we got abused.
But on that flight, if I was Zachary's mom, I would have probably thrown Zachary out the plane with no parachute. Like, figure it out. That's how bad his ass was. And so I'm like, Pee Wee, how do you discipline your kids? Do you believe in spankings? Is it a firm talking to? What do you do in this day and age to that what's appropriate? Right?
And so like what I was telling Doc, I said in this situation, I said you got to be very careful nowadays. Is because people will call the police on you for child abuse for spanking your kid in public. You could just pop your kid on the hand and somebody will get upset and call the police on you, So you got to be very careful. And I bet Zachary's mom was thinking the same exact thing. I bet not do nothing to him in public, but when we get to the house or get to the hotel or wherever we're going, I'm gonna tear his little ass up. But
I could tell, Pee Wee, the way that Zachary was acting a fool.
that don't happen.
Because if Zachary was doing this in public, I can't imagine what he was doing, what he does at home.
Right.
Zachary don't get his ass whooping, but Zachary needs one so bad.
Hey, Sosi, you absolutely right. Pinch his little ass so hard. But then if you leave a bruise somewhere, and like I was telling Doc,
it's abuse. It's abuse.
So you got to be careful of that too. Like, it's funny is because, so like for me, I remember my girls, Bailey, Malaya, they got spanked when they were little. But I don't think that now, I know now, I don't have to spank them. I just give them a look, I say something to them, and it's over and done with. You know what I mean? But I remember but then even when they were little, I even told Doc, I said, I don't even think I needed to then. I think I could have just had the stern talk to them, and then that was it. But not knowing and growing up, with a parent that did spank you, you thought that was the way. But in actuality, it's really not the way for some kids. Other kids, yeah, you got to whip that ass.
No, they
But
needed
you can't
to
leave no marks.
They needed to do what is that when you're torturing somebody, you're trying to get information? What's that, waterboard?
Yeah, waterboarding.
That's what Zachary needed. Zachary would have got a good waterboard and cut off some of that.
Yeah. Look, hey, but no, let truth be told, there are some kids that need they low behind whooped, But I mean, it's interesting because when you look at kids now, kids are very independent now at a young age, and they're quick to with social media, with movies and stuff like that they're watching, they see these other kids portray this certain way. They do the same thing at the house because
at home, right, right.
And so you got to be very careful of that, of what they watch. One, and then two, how the household is because they're watching you, the way you move around the house, how you talk to people. They watch all of that stuff. So you got to be very careful because they're going to grow up acting the same exact way. But
And
no.
somebody, I saw somebody in the chat say, well, where was his father? His father was there. It was a fam. It was the mother, dad, badass Tasmanian, this little motherfucking exorcist cousin. Golly. The father was there. And you could tell they didn't really have any control. Right. And as a parent, your child has to know who is in control. They had no control at all. And I know everybody else on the plane felt frustrated and felt like they all wanted to beat Zachary's ass. There's no question. And I'm just like, is that the right thing? Is that the right thing to do? And do you not do it? Do you not spank your child because society now says that's not the right approach? Right?
No,
do you go
it's
by
not that. It's you don't do it in public. That's where it is. Don't do it in public.
At home, tear that ass up.
Tear that ass up at the house.
Oh,
But see, the thing is,
right.
though, is this. Again, you can't leave no marks. Because if you leave marks.
But can you really tear some ass up without leaving a...
Oh, yeah. You can tear some ass up without leaving marks.
You can?
Yeah.
How come nobody ever taught my mom that? Because every ass whooping I got, there was a mark, homie.
But see,
nobody taught her that trick.
Our generation was different. That our parents will get a switch, a belt, a broom, a shoe, a pot, a pan. It don't matter. Whatever they can grab and throw.
My mother picked up our car. My mom hit me with a Pinto.
One of your little play.
No, the real Pinto.
Yeah, how your mom pick up?
I'm just saying that's like if it was in her grasp and she could pick it up,
yeah.
I was getting hit with it. I got hit with pot, like you said. We had a double broiler back in the day. I don't even know if they even make these pots anymore. A double broiler, it's a pot that it boils water, and then you have like another pot that you put inside of it that had like a strainer. So the heat from the pot that's boiling goes through the holes of the. I got fucked up with the double broiler. After that, I didn't want no leftovers. I was like, oh, please do not warm my food up in the double broiler because I'm having flashbacks of when I got hit with it. Like anything that was in her grasp. And which would be considered now
child abuse.
I would have to say, no question.
Our generation grew up on child abuse because our parents' generation grew up on the same child abuse. You know what I'm saying? But here's the kicker. And I saw OK Mommy, Cam Boogie. What up, Cam? Please make sure that you guys follow Cam on all social media. Also, LB Radio Chick. She's live on 102.3 KGLH. She does her things on Saturdays. The top 23. She counting down some of the top 23 songs. And then on Sunday, she does Spread the Word gospel music with Andre Russell. So please make sure that you guys follow her. And it's funny.
She's on LA radio.
I was telling doctors earlier, and it was funny, is because Cam said it in the chat. My godbrother told me one day his son was like, if you whip me, I'm calling 911. And my godbrother said, okay, go ahead, call 911. But he said, before they get here, I'm going to tear your ass
up. Right. It's not going to stop this ass whooping. So if you call them, it's going to be worse.
It's going to be worse.
Right. Oh, you called them? Oh, okay. I'm going to make it. And they're coming? Oh, yeah. I might as well go full steam. If I'm going to get in trouble by the police anyway, I might as well for real tear that ass up.
Absolutely.
I bet it made his ass ponder. He was like,
he was thinking like, this. Man, so if I call, I'm gonna really get an ass whipping. But if I don't call, he may ease up a little bit.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna take option number. I'm gonna take what's behind door number 1, the ease up.
The ease up. Like for real. So let me ask this to everybody that's in the chat. And once again, thank you guys. for joining us tonight. We do this every Wednesday and Saturday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please make sure that you set your notifications so that you can be part of the show. The chat, we appreciate you guys all in the chat chiming in and being part of the conversation. That's what the chat is there for. So please be part of the conversation, join in. So here's my question. How many of you guys remember, like, what was that ass whooping you got that you honestly remember, like as if it was yesterday?
The red extension cord that my mom used when she was ironing. So my mom would iron all my clothes at the end of the week. I would do the laundry and she would iron. I'm talking, she was off the chain with the spray starch, like everything I had was ironed. She almost ironed my drawers. Like she ironed everything. Well, she used a red extension cord because she would sit on the couch and watch Days of Our Lives while she ironed. So she needed to have enough, enough cord, enough in order to do it, right? So I don't know what I did or what I said, because as I got older, I had like a smart mouth. I don't know if you could believe that or not, but every now and again I would hit her with some smart shit, and that under the breath, what the fuck, I hit you with some under the breath shit,
Right.
low key. But she had bionics, like she was like a $6 million black mom, like what?
Yeah, she had rabbit
like
ears.
she had that. So I don't know what it is that I said, but Pee Wee, when I tell you, she grabbed the red extension cord, homie, and she gave me a Kunta Kinte. And it didn't take like a lot. It just took one from, extension cord is heavy.
Yeah.
It pierced my skin so bad that I could not even scream. It hurt so bad that nothing came out. Like nothing would come out.
Yeah.
And she went to do it again, and I grabbed her hand.
Oh, that was
like I was like, no, but I was like, if I'm gonna die, it's gonna happen right now, because I'm either gonna die because you're gonna choke me, but I'm not gonna die because you hit me again with this motherfucking red extension cord. Like tonight, this is it. This is Ali and Frazier.
Yeah.
I am not letting you hit me. That's how bad it hurt. And I
Yeah.
grabbed her hand, and I was like, Mom, I don't want to hurt you. But at that point, homie, I had to stand up for myself. If I'm going out, I'm going like a G. Fuck that. And that is the one that I remember like it was yesterday. The red extension cord.
My man D Jones. Hey, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to my man D Jones. He got engaged.
He got it.
Congratulations. Yeah, man. I'm proud of my guy. Yeah, congratulations.
That's
D
dope,
Jones.
D Jones. Congratulations, homie. Hang in there, brother. Hang in there.
He said my mom whipped my ass and then dropped me off at the police station.
Wow. Now go tell the police what I did. Go tell them.
Right. Gwen said my dad got me with his belt.
Yeah, man.
Sosie said my grandmom used to whip us with a knife sharpening strip, and she called it Mr. Do Right. It happened to me once, and I was like, nope, never again.
Never again.
Offered at my grandma again. I heard that.
Right.
I heard that. Red Light Special. Shout out to Red Light Special, man. Bay Area in the building, man. My mom beat me with a bamboo smoking pipe, and it split her bowl of marijuana. Oh, yeah. Also, you done messed up the guy.
You done dropped the marijuana seeds?
Oh, yeah. That's your fault. Oh, I'm right. You done just for that.
You done fucked up my ganja? Oh, man. And back then, what year was that? Was that homegrown? So it was like no real bomb. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no Snoop Dogg shit, but still, you done because she said seeds,
Yeah,
marijuana
yeah,
seeds.
yeah. She said she beat me like she didn't even know me. Hey, hey.
Like you a stranger off the street.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Um, I remember. So I got a gang of stories because I was bad. I was a bad kid, but I got a gang of stories. But the one that I do remember, I remember high school, going into class, high school, Spanish class. And I was a class clown, man. Like
Me
it
too. So
I,
what year was this? I mean, were
this
you a
was like this
freshman?
11th
You
grade. 11th
so
grade.
you let
Yeah.
and you and when you started like 11th grade, a senior, in your mind, I'm grown. So
Yeah.
I shouldn't be getting no whoopings at,
Yeah, yeah. You
because
feeling
you're
yourself.
16 and a half, going on 17. You thinking you're a man.
Oh, you feeling yourself. Absolutely. And that's what
Right,
I thought.
right,
I'm a class
right.
clown. I'm in there, it got to a point with my Spanish teacher that he wouldn't even let me stay in the class. As soon as I came in, he gave me the pink slip and I went straight to the
Get
principal's
out.
office. So it was like it was a wrap. So
We're
I
not even
had
gonna waste
already
no time. Get your ass up out of here.
yeah, I already burnt bridges. So this time I was like, well, before he get me out the class, I'm gonna get a
I'm gonna get
couple
one
in.
off. I'm gonna get
You know
one
what I'm
off
saying?
real
And
quick.
real quick, get one in real quick and then be on my way. Not knowing that my mom was sitting in the back of the classroom. So when I walked in,
Oh.
I'm ripping him,
And you had no
ripping him.
idea she was there
She was in the back
observing.
of the class. Not at all. Not at
Oh
all.
my gosh.
And I was wondering, like, I'm ripping him. Nobody's laughing. I'm thinking to myself, I know this crap is funny.
You're like, no, I know I should be on Def Jam right now. I know what I'm doing.
I know this is hilarious. And nobody's laughing. So when I finally turned around, I'm looking at the class, and then as I pan, I see my mom. And I'm like,
Oh,
you
oh shit.
your soul just left. My soul just left me.
You just wanted right there. You wanted to die. God, take the guy, dear baby Jesus, bring me home.
My
Like
soul
literally, you
just left.
wanted to die.
Yeah.
Like just take me home right now.
and I remember like we went outside, we talked, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you when you get home."
All right.
And I was like, "Man, this." And all day at school, you thinking,
that that you like. I don't even want to go home. Like, can I do some extra credit around here? Do you guys need me
man,
to clean up and sweep up
like
the campus? You're doing anything not to go home.
everything. And I remember when I finally got home, man, my mom said that we had an apricot tree in the backyard, and she said, "Go outside and get me a switch off the apricot tree." And so before I went outside to the apricot tree, we all have done this. Every single person has gotten a whooping. We've all done this. We start putting on layers of clothes. So I went, put on a couple of layers of clothes, went, got that switch, and my mom didn't do nothing with the switch. And I was like, dude, I put all these clothes on for nothing. She was like, it's bath time. I went and took a
Oh, not.
bath.
Oh my God! I already know what's coming.
Got me when
That
I got
wet
out the
water against
bathtub.
that. Oh, Lord! Caught you
Got me.
slipping because you
Yeah.
thought maybe she's gonna give me a break. Maybe she's just gonna talk to me. She waited for your ass for that bare ass. Oh
Mhm.
my God! And there's
I think
nothing
she
worse
knew that
than
I layered up, though. I think she knew that I layered up. So she was like, oh, you
yeah.
think you slick? So
Okay,
I
yeah.
waited.
You think it's like I'm go
Mhm.
go get clean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Was she
And
waiting for you in the bathroom, or she waited when you guys went to your
when I
room?
got out, when I went to my room, yeah. But see, if she would have got me in the bathroom, then I wouldn't have been able to go nowhere. I'd have been stuck. But see, your bedroom is a little bit bigger than the bathroom. So the only place, I mean, you literally like the bathrooms are small. I mean, we ain't living in no mansion, so bathrooms are small, and so but no, she waited till I got into the room, you know what I'm saying? I am her is up in the building. What up? I am her. Thank you very much for joining tonight. Again, ladies and gents, if you are just joining us, please make sure you guys hit that follow button. This is Officially Confessions. We do this every Wednesday and Saturday night here on Twitch. We are also broadcasting live on Twitter and YouTube. So please make sure that you do follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and here on Twitch. All right, man. Big shout out to our sponsor, Black Storm Vodka.
Yes.
And yeah, man. So tonight Doc asked me the question, you know, me having kids, have I respect my girls? And
You know,
yeah,
let's do a poll. Let's do a poll real quick. How many believe in spankings and how many people don't? Let's do a poll. Can one of the moderators put up the poll? And I just want to kind of see where folks' head is at. Do you believe in spankings? Yes or no? And again, this is anonymous. So for those child abusers, as Ani will never know.
all right, the poll is up right now, man. Do you believe in spankings? Yes or no? Do you believe in spankings? The poll is up right now. All you got to do is look right above the chat and click the drop down button and you can vote. Do you believe in spankings? Yes or no? Get your vote on right now, man.
And we're talking about discipline. I mean, some of y'all might like other kind of spankings. We're talking about your child.
Ooh, hello.
Okay, not
a little.
Yeah, I just want to. We're not talking about that. Let's just make that clear.
Yeah. Then I remember another time, and I saw somebody in the chat said it. Like I think it was Beth said, like your neighbors were, you know, back in the day, your neighbors were like your parents too. You act up, your neighbors will get you. Then after your neighbors get you, your mom and your parents got you.
Right after they tell you, hey, you know what? I had to beat little Pee Wee because he was running around here throwing rocks at the kids. So was he now? They would thank your neighbor. We appreciate that. And come in here, little Pee Wee. Come in here, Pee Wee. We heard what happened. Next door neighbor, Miss Johnson had to beat that ass, right? Well, guess what? It ain't over. It ain't over.
Absolutely.
It ain't over.
But see, like when me growing up, my next door neighbors were literally like my second family. I literally grew up in that house too.
Right.
Like literally, like grew up in that house.
So they had the license. It was all good.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I remember. So here's what's interesting, right? My next door neighbors that I grew up with, two of us, me and he's of course like my play brother. We have the same birthdays.
Oh wow! Okay.
Crazy, right?
Right.
My oldest brother and my play brother, they got the same birthdays.
Oh wow!
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. But literally, I grew up in that house. They used to watch me. My mom went to work and everything like that. Like I grew up in that house, and you know, I did anything wrong. You know, my second mama tapped that ass too. And then when I got home, my mom would do the same exact thing. So I got two ass whoopings.
You got two ass whoopings, right? And do you think, because I did ask you this too.
Oh, hold on one second, Doc. Hold that thought. All right. So the poll is about to end. If you haven't voted yet, do you believe in spankings? The poll has ended right now.
And as far as disciplining your kids, spankings, we're talking about disciplining your child, not some of the spankings that some of you guys, you know, like late at night when your door is closed. We're not talking about those kind of spankings. Disciplining your child spanking.
At 80%, do you guys spank your child? At 80% said yes. 20% said no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting right there.
So
hold that thought still, Doc.
Spanking. We can ask about the other spankings another night. I heard that.
I know that's
So,
right.
oh, right. I know somebody out here like to get spanked.
Pew 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 pew
I
pew.
heard that.
Right now, ladies and gents, it is the top end of the first hour, and with that, we're going to run an ad. And if you are a subscriber, you won't see this ad. Um, if you aren't a subscriber, you will see this ad. All right, so we're going to continue the show right after this ad. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Like, I remember let let me tell you something. I remember one day I was talking to my mom, and I told my mom, I said, "You don't remember, like whipping me?" She goes,
Oh,
"No, I
they
never
get
whipped you."
convenient amnesia when they get older. They get I didn't do. I did. They get amnesia. Like really?
I was like, "What? Are you serious? I used to get my ass whooped." She was like,
Yeah,
"No,
my
I
mom
ain't."
acts like now if I bring that up, like she doesn't really acknowledge the fact that you should still be in jail right now for all of the for the abuse that I got. You should never get out of jail. And she acts like she didn't, like she don't really remember it. I'm like, come on, you're not that old. Like you ain't seen now. You know what the fuck is going on. You know what's going on. You know what you did.
Right. Well, welcome back, ladies and gents. Officially Confessions. Doc Pee Wee here. Hour number 2. We're gonna get into it. I thank you guys very much for tapping in on this Wednesday night, this hump day, this wet Wednesday. All right, Doc. I know I cut you off. You was gonna bring up something.
So I was wondering, and we brought this up in our conversation today as well. Do you think it's a difference culturally on how different cultures raise their kids and how
Absolutely,
they
one
and
hundred
how
percent.
discipline, I should say discipline their kids?
Absolutely, 100%.
And why I wonder why is that? Like you tend to see black families and black mothers seem to be much more harder on their children than, and I'm speaking for me from what I've seen and from my experience, that I've seen black mothers are much more harder and strict on how they discipline their child than other nationalities. And I wonder, like, what is that? Why is that? And you and I were talking about that earlier, and I was like, "Do you said, yeah, I see a difference." But I wonder at the core of it, why is it different? Why does it seem that other cultures may, oh, let's give little Timmy a timeout, and black families is like, let's give Tyrone an ass whooping, right? I wonder why that is.
Well, I will say this, and I don't want to go fully deep into it though. When you talk about, um, I saw misunderstanding said that Asian parents are mean as fuck. Um, I think, and it was funny. Somebody said, "Who was that? Was that Justice that said that?" Oh, Justice said that. She said, "Doc, we already know Zachary was white based off the story."
No question.
Yeah.
And I didn't even want to call him little white Zachary, but Zachary was as white as he could be.
Yeah. But I mean, again, I don't want to go too deep, but I just think though, when you go back to slavery with black families with slavery, and me and Doc was talking about this earlier. It's like, families will go to work and they would have to smile in front of, white people that they were working for and endure so much pain and everything like that. And then when they got home, they would take it out at
Take it
home.
out. Yeah, that's true.
They would take it out at home. And so, you know, not knowing the abuse and not knowing why they were doing it. You know what I mean? That now it became a trickle down effect because you see parents now haul off and smack a kid just for asking a question sometimes, and it's because of other stuff. You know, um, I can't speak upon why white people say, "Well, you get a timeout," and some white people will spank their kids. I have no idea, but I just I know that from the trauma from that, it's just a trickle down effect. And
Yeah,
at
no, that makes
some
sense.
point, you have to break that cycle because I don't think every single kid, because of whatever they do, whatever happens, need a whooping. You know what I'm saying? Some just need talking to, some need
Right.
understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's
And
just
sometimes, if you discipline your child and with a stern speaking to, and you tell a child you're disappointed in them. Sometimes when you tell a child like I'm disappointed in what you did,
oh
that
man,
that disappointment hits home, right?
absolutely.
It'll make them feel so bad as opposed to a whipping and that goes away, but a talking to and like I am so disappointed in you in how you handled that. And you made mommy, you made daddy. We're not proud of what you like. That can go a long way,
Yeah,
you
and it
know.
depends on the kid too. You got some kids, and we all know, everybody call them like the terrible twos. You know, I mean, they're not actually terrible, at 2 years old. It's just the fact that now they're able to put the pieces to the puzzle together. Like this is the couch, this is this. I know what this is now. I'm gonna touch it, I'm gonna feel it, I'm gonna see how, like, what can I do to it? Like, how, what's my limits with these things? And then us, we like leave that alone. Stop. Don't do that. Get off of that. Da you know. And it was funny because I was telling Doc this earlier. I was like, me as a first time having a kid, I didn't know no better. And I remember I did the same thing to my oldest. No, stop. Don't do this. Stop. Nah, leave that alone. But at the end of the day, it's like these kids are being just kids. They trying to figure it out. You know.
It became a joke between myself and my good friend Rhea. We made a song because Pee Wee would always be like, Malaya, no. Malaya, no. It was almost like no was her last name. Malaya, no. So we made a song, Malaya, no. Malaya, no. We made a song about it because that's all we kept hearing. Malaya, no. It was hilarious. And
Yeah.
like you said, you've learned now sometimes you do have to let a child be a child as long as you set some parameters and they're not unruly. As a child starts to explore, they're trying to figure stuff out, on their own too. And you can't necessarily just stifle that,
Right.
right?
Right.
So yeah, man, you gotta just be careful.
In Red Light Special, I agree with you. Kids are different and require different approaches. Some response is disappointment, and others they do need a pop.
Need a
Absolutely.
pop, right?
But I think that's where you need to figure out. And I was telling Doc this too. You as a parent, you have to understand, certain things too. Like you have some parents that their whole thing is, well, I'm a whoop, I'm a whoop, I'm a whoop. But it's like you don't have to whoop. I think your child can understand the conversation. But see, where you are as a parent, that's what you're thinking. That's what you know, and that's what you do. Not all parents, but some parents do. You got to be able to understand the difference. Can I talk to my child and they can understand what I'm saying to them? They can understand the disappointment. They can understand this was wrong. I don't need to spank them. And like now, like with my kids, I don't have to spank them. You know what I'm saying? Not at
You
all.
can
All
just
I
give
got
them
to
a
do is
look,
say
just give
something.
yeah, or give you a look like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, let me straighten up. My
absolutely.
grandfather, my grandfather, I think maybe whooped me one time, but he had a look through his glasses. That look, I'm like, oh, okay, let me straighten up and fly right.
Right. And Justice, you're absolutely right. She says some parents can't control their emotions enough and jump straight to anger. And that's facts. That is absolute facts. And you know, and it's not no fault to the parent because there's no blueprint on how to be a parent. You know, you learned how to be a parent from your parent and your peers or whoever you was around to understand like, okay, this is how I'm gonna be a parent, you know. But when you actually become a parent, it changes. It's because sometimes you don't even want to, like, some, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but you don't even want to whip your kids. Like, you feel bad for whipping your kids sometimes, you know. But if you got a badass kid like little Zachary, I'm gonna tear that ass up.
I wish I was Zachary's parents for just 2 minutes. I only needed 2 minutes. Not even that. If you would have left me alone in the room with little white Zachary for a good 45 seconds, let me tell you, I would have changed Zachary's whole perspective on life. And that's what Zachary needed. And Pee Wee was telling me this story earlier today that had me dying about the plexiglass. That story had me cracking up. Pee Wee, you
I don't
gotta
know
tell that
if you
story. 'Cause
guys,
I was dying. I was dying.
I don't know if you guys have seen, there was you know, you might have seen it on either on TikTok or Instagram. I was trying to find it too for tonight, but I couldn't find it. So but it was a lady at Costco with her child, and as the lady was panning, she was grabbing her phone, and as she was panning up, all you heard was doom, and then when you looked, um, you could see like the lady actually smacked the kid and his, so you know at Costco there's the plexiglass that's up that separates the cashier from the customer. She hit the kid and the kid hit his head up against the plexiglass.
I don't know why it is so funny to me.
And the little kid was sitting there like this afterward. And so the lady was like, you know, that's child abuse. You shouldn't do that to the child, and this, that, and the other. And so she was yelling at the kid, like, da 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 da. And then she turned around to the lady, if you don't leave me alone, you don't tell me how to discipline my kid, this, that, and the other. And they were going back and forth. And then she realized, like, you know what? Let me get my
This is
ass
out
up
in
out of
public.
Costco.
Let me get my ass up out of here.
So she was trying to get all her stuff together, get up out of there quick.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
could just picture the kid's face mushed up against the plexiglass, and that just seems that visual is so funny to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
But you're
man,
right,
yeah.
because when you do stuff in public, other people feel that they can chime in, right? They feel that they can now have an opinion because it's
Mhm.
done out, out in public. So, like you said, you definitely have to be careful because folks are always watching people done put their phones out, and now you done smacked your kid all up into the backboard, and now you y'all are now all over Instagram. Like, look at this parent fucking their kid up.
Yep. And you know how it is. Social media, man, is ruining people's lives, man. You know what I'm saying? You do something wrong, people will expose you on social media and it can go viral. And then next thing you
Right.
know, you got somebody knocking at your door, child services knocking at your door.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we need to investigate this. Um, I see UTSA Jennifer, she said that, you know, as growing up, she never got a spanking. Well, instead of not getting a spanking, your mama should have taught you some songs,
Should have
G.
talked about some music, right? Instead of that, you should have sat down. She should have played. There's a lot of songs that Mama might need a spanking because she there's a few songs that we played and you just say it's like, who was that? Oh, that's Bobby Brown. Who's
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Once again, ladies and gents, welcome to Officially Confessions. Doc Pee Wee here. We do this every Wednesday, Saturday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you to our sponsor, Black Storm Vodka, being part of Officially Confessions. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline with our sponsor, Black Storm Vodka. Coming soon. I will say this. Somebody will be winning some free alcohol coming soon. I will throw that teaser
Ooh.
out now.
Just,
Some
just,
folks,
just give,
yeah,
just give you a little bit. Just give you a
yeah,
little bit. Yes,
yeah.
we
We
will.
winning some alcohol real soon.
We will be giving away stuff game night January 29th. So you guys do not want to miss the special prizes that we have. And we are going to be, since Pee Wee threw something out, I'll throw this out as well. We are going to be giving prizes out to first, second, and third place. So you
Yes.
guys do not want to miss game night going down January 29th. We will continue to promote it and give you guys more information because we want, again, what makes game night so much fun is the participation from everybody. The more people, the more competitive it is, the more trash talking that it is. And we just have a great time. So, again, January 29th, game night sponsored by Black Storm Vodka. We have some really great prizes and gifts to give away.
UTSA Jennifer. She
I
said,
love spanking as an adult in adult situations. I cannot. I heard that UTSA word. Well, UTSA, I will be in Texas this weekend.
"Ooh,
Just throw that out there. If you want a little, and if you want some,
ah." Justice, absolutely right. We will have the sign up coming in January. Um,
yes.
Either like we'll let you guys know, like either like the first week or second week of January, we'll have the sign up for you guys. But absolutely right, Jess. If you sign up and you're not there, are we gonna put you on blast? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we're good for that. And there's a lot of Team Confession folks that have signed up that have not showed up. So we ain't playing that in 2022. There's gonna be penalties. There's gonna be repercussions if you
Yeah.
sign up and don't show up.
So we giving you guys a heads up, wait enough time. January 29th is the last Saturday of the month. And so that's what game night is going to be. So you guys can plan accordingly. January 29th, 2022.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let me get on this then, Doc. Since UTSA Jennifer
Yes, hey
said that.
Jennifer. And shout out to UTSA Jennifer now, us up. And Jennifer, UTSA Jennifer came to us by way of our dude Joe Pags. Shout out Joe Pags. We should maybe post a link, Joe Pags show that Pee Wee actually helps with and works on as well. We met UTSA Jennifer through that platform. And we kept saying, like, what does UTSA Jennifer stand for? Like, what is your name? Like we, 'cause we get some of these unique names, and Pee Wee figured it out what her name stands for because she's from San Antonio, right? We figured that out, but like, what does the UT stand for? And one day the light went on in Pee Wee's head. Sping. Pee Wee, you got to let folks know who is not familiar with our mod, UTSA Jennifer,
Well,
what
she
that
beat you
stands
to the
for.
point because she was talking. She put it on the chat
She
already.
put it
See?
up there.
Yeah. See? You was
University
talking
of
too
Texas.
long.
Sure. She switched it up. That's not what it really stands for. Pee Wee, let the folks know what we think it stands for.
Urinary tract, San Antonio. Jennifer.
Urinary tract. Oh, that's hilarious.
So I wanna ask this because Jennifer said,
Hilarious.
she likes to be spanked as an adult.
Whoa.
She wants a little bit. What are some of like what's the kinkiest thing you women have done? Have you guys been bonded? Have you been tied up?
Damn, Pee Wee.
Like I'm asking.
Damn, you
Like,
went
you know what I'm
right there
saying?
though. Bondage out the gate. Like
I'm just asking.
you didn't even take any baby steps. You went right to the bondage. Tie a motherfucker up.
What's the kinkiest thing like someone or you have done or someone has done to you?
So let me ask this question as a piggyback off of
I mean, here's Beth.
UTSA Jennifer liking
Here's
being
Beth.
spanked. When do you realize you get like that you enjoy being spanked? Like that first time. Like when do you like you've never been spanked before, and the first time it happens, like what is that like? Is this something that you ask? When do you realize like I kind of like that? No, I don't like bondage at all. Choked and spanked, and here we
You know
go.
me. I'm the
Here we
choker.
go. Lights out. Pee Wee's all about the choking. Lights out.
Here's Beth. Beth said, I love to be tied up.
Of course you do, Beth. Why wouldn't you?
I mean,
I have a great leather whip. Beth. Beth got all the accessories and shit. A great leather belt? A whip, I mean.
I want to know. Like, somebody even said, who was it that, oh no, that was
And a paddle. Beth, and we
See?
know you ain't playing racquetball. We know you ain't playing racquetball.
but what's her name? Butterfly Lexi said that she wanted to have a swing in her room. A sex swing in her room.
And how does that work? So you swing, you just let it with the dick out, and you hope that it connects. Like, what's the swing shit? Are you both on the
In the
swing at the
swing?
same time? Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I've never done the swing. You know what I'm saying?
Or you're not a swinger.
Whoa.
Beth said, I want to swing so bad. Beth, you don't have one? Wow. That was for Beth. I'm surprised she
That was
doesn't
for
have a
Beth.
swing.
But I mean,
I want
So
to
the-
try a sex swing. I used to be a swinger.
so here's my question, because UTSA brought that up about spanking. And I get where you were saying, Doc. Like as women, when a guy spanks you, what is the pleasure that you get out of the spanking? Like, what is that feeling? What is it like? What do you get excited about? The fact that he spanks you. Like, I know as a guy, like if you got some ass and I spank you and I see that shit jiggle, oh,
But
it's
that's
like,
what you
oh,
like. You
boy.
just like the jiggle. You like the
Yeah,
right. You like the ripple effect.
exactly.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, oh shit. We are like that's like a wave. Like we surfing.
Red light special. She's hilarious.
Don't spank me. I don't like that shit.
Well,
Now,
we might have to
red light,
discuss
how
some
do you,
things. Red
red
light
light,
special. We might
how
have to
do you
discuss some
know?
things then.
So, are you saying that from experience? So, a guy he spanked you and you realized you didn't like it? Did he say he was gonna? He just did it, and is that what? Do you just do it and then you kind of see what the response is, or do you wait for her to say, "Give me a little something," or do you
Ye-
just like let me try it?
See, again, I think that's one of those things of an early conversation. When you guys,
How early?
but I'm just saying, here it is though. Like, you know how you had these conversations, you be on the phone or you face to face or whatever, and you guys get a little kinky talk. You know what I'm saying? A little sex talk. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I bite you on your neck. Oh boy, stop. You ain't gonna do nothing. Man, I tear that ass up and spank you, right? If she go, you bet I don't do the spanking.
Yeah, I wish you would. I wish you.
And
She
you
hit
know
you with
that's
that red
right.
light special. I wish you would spank me. I'll fuck you up.
Right. So
You're
I
like,
think
oh, you're
that's
like,
where it
oh,
starts.
you go like this. Let me take that off. That's not working. Erase that.
Oh yeah. And like D Jones, you actually right, man. It's the ripple effect. You hit that, and that mug, you can see the waves.
It's jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. It's
Oh,
jingling, baby. I'm not, and I've said this, you guys. I'm not a spanker.
wow, Gwen.
Spanking won't turn me on at all.
Wow. Okay, here's my question then, Doc. And like Red Light Special, Gwen said spanking, it doesn't do nothing for you, but it does something for him. But if it does something for him, you won't do it?
Yeah, because if it doesn't do anything for you and you do it for him, and it kind of hurts, like you just getting, you just have somebody slap the shit out your ass, and you're like, oh, ouch, ow, ouch. But you're just doing it anyway. You over here getting fucked up, but I'm gonna take it because he enjoys it. Ooh.
Yeah. Take that bad boy, baby. Oh man. That is hilarious.
I don't like high pain spankings.
But see, most spankings are not to be painful.
But
You
so
know what
what
I'm
does
saying?
it do? Because I mean, it doesn't feel great.
But
You can when have you ever been slapped and you're like, oh, that was slap me again?
okay, so let me ask this. If a guy grabs women, ladies, answer this question for me. And Doc, have you done it where literally you cup her, you grab her by the ass, right? And you squeeze, right?
Yeah,
You that's good for you, right? Cup
yeah,
her,
a
grab her a
little,
little.
yeah, a little cup and squeeze, but the little cup and squeeze is more to bring that person even that much closer. Like you cupping, you get that you cupping you and you bringing them in tight, right? That's that bringing them as tight as close as they could pop. You can't get no tighter. So that's kind of that. Now,
I
just to
kind of
kind of
feel like
cup
you
it.
was reliving a moment because you got
Yeah, you
really
know what?
pictured.
On some real shit, low key. I did go someplace. I did go. I thought about some shit. I was like, oh yeah, I did. You caught me. I was like, God, that was a good one. Like you get that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah. Well, that boy got it. He's like, man, that took him back some.
Ooh, Lord. So I get it from that standpoint. But I don't know. Does that necessarily hurt?
But
'Cause
see,
that's like
here's
that's intense and in the moment. But to me, the slap or the spanking seems like it'd be a little different. That's just that's just me. Are you cool if a girl slaps your ass and she slaps your ass and you say, "Oh, give me another"?
but see, I'm not you can
I'm
just me.
asking because what would be the
Me,
difference?
just me. Guys shouldn't be getting their ass spanked. Like that's just me. Some guys are different. Some guys may like it. I don't. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Now,
How do you know? Have someone tried to spank you before?
I don't even want you touching my ass. So,
Because what if they grabbed you the same way you grabbed their ass and she grabbed you and she was trying to bring it, she went ahead and gave you that joint, like squeeze your ass.
nah, man. Nah. Uh-uh. You better grab me around my waist and pull me in close. But yeah, don't try to
all
manhandle
that, all
me.
that trying to cut my ass.
Nah. Uh-uh. Nah, man. That ain't happening. That's nah.
All that trying to start a hype train and grab my ass. Like no.
Right, right. Uh what did Red Light Special say? Hold on. She said, do y'all enjoy having a woman scratch your back and dig her nails in?
Hell no. No.
It depends on the mood I'm
No.
in. The
Oh,
scratching of the
okay.
back, The scratching of the back depends on my mood though.
The scratching of the back is when I'm itching. I got an itch. Like, but just your nails deep into my skin? No, I don't like that shit.
No, not deep into my skin, like you leaving trying to puncture the skin.
Yeah,
But the
nah.
scratching, yeah, the scratching, I get down with the scratching, but it can't be like you trying to scratch my skin off me. Like,
Like, bitch, you ain't a motherfucker. You ain't Jam Master Jay. You ain't a
yeah,
DJ over here trying to scratch. What the fuck is you doing? Just give me like a cool little intense, tight, and I know I'm putting in some work, and maybe like maybe a light little nail just to let you know it's there, but all that like clawing and like,
yeah,
nah, we don't
no,
need to do all that.
nah, you can't puncture the
I don't like,
skin.
and I don't like pain, and I don't like anything where you're leaving a mark. Don't leave no mark, because if somebody comes next week and that mark is still there, you over there like you're trying to mark your territory. Don't leave no motherfucking mark.
Don't mark.
Just saying, don't no mark.
I mean, I asked the question though, because really at the end of the day, when you look at like people's sex level, right? If you was able to say like, Doc, your sex level from like from 1 to 10, right? From 1 to 10, what would you put your sex level at?
But what do you mean sex level in regards to, like, what do you mean?
Like adventurous,
Oh,
being
adventurous?
adventurous. From 1 to 10. Oh, I guess he's not that adventurous. He didn't want to answer that question until Doc comes back. So Team Confessions in the chat. If you was able to scale from 1 to 10, being adventurous, where would you put yourself? 1 to 10 being adventurous. Oh, he's back.
As soon as you said that joint cut off.
Yes.
I would say adventurous.
Jennifer said an 8.
Yeah, I'm about an 8. But you know me, Pee. I'm a low key. I'm not bougie, but I'm not bougie. I don't like that out there. I don't like that out there. But there are some things that I won't necessarily do if it seems like the environment is not conducive to my lifestyle.
Wow.
Like there's just certain things like, you know what? Nah, I'm not doing that because that might be uncomfortable. Or I'm not rocking on the beach because I hate sand. Where a lot of people would find that adventurous, right? The beach is too cold. I don't fuck with the sand. So this, but maybe if we were on where the little lifeguard dude sits, like I've done it in a little lifeguard seat joint, but I'm not getting down into the sand. So it just, it still has to be, I'm just not adventurous and I'm just out there willy-nilly and just willing just to do it anywhere where there's some folks that are.
Yeah, Justice, you're right. It's a whole lot of rules to Doc's situation.
There's some rules. There's some rules. No, for sure. There's some rules. We're not just out there just wild with it. There are some rules.
I see a lot of folks saying that they're 8.
Yeah, about an 8.
Beth, we know you like at a 20. We get it.
Yeah, we got to double Beth up. We got to double her up. We got to double her up.
She's not even on the scale. Yes, Doc has standards. He gotta
like, I gotta fold my clothes. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna throw my clothes just out any open where I'm at.
You know what I'm saying? And I saw a lot of people say that I'm like some folks have said it, they're at a 10. They're very adventurous. So
bring a blanket and man, the beach, having sex at the beach is trash. Sex at the beach is whack. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if you got a sleeping bag, if you got a big ass towel, if you got a big blanket, like there's nothing fly about having sex in the beach.
Yeah, the sand after a while gets like the sand everywhere is like, for the very first time trying it, then it's like, all right, we tried it. I'm good.
This is exactly what happened. I tried it at the beach. It was cold as a motherfucker. And I was like, you out here trying to get into it, and you don't got your swipe out, and your swipe is getting with that night breeze.
Whew.
You out here trying to warm your shit up. You out here doing this. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Nah, dog.
I see some folks said the movie theater. Now the movie theater is a lot of fun.
I haven't. That's one place that I haven't done it at, that I want to. But you got to find the right time. It's dope if you can find a movie theater with a balcony, right? A movie that isn't popular, that that not that many
Well, you
people
can
are
still
going
do a
to.
movie that's popular. Just go during the daytime. Do the matinee.
Yeah, I
Early
mean,
movie.
yeah, but shit. Now with COVID, now you back there, you both got a mask. I mean, maybe it won't be bad because you have a mask on, so no one can really see your face.
But see, even like with COVID, now people I think are going back to the movies. But before they had these mandates in place, a lot of people wasn't hitting the movies up. So the movies were real dry.
Now, a good place is iPick in Pasadena, where the seats are really big. They're like full on.
Right.
And now it's even different. I went there, I don't know, a couple months ago, and now they have it to where the two seats are in like its own little. It's almost like a little cocoon. Like there's two seats, and it's not before like there was two seats, and the person next to you, like that. There's two more seats. There was no partition. Now it's a partition, like, and you're in your own secluded little area. So now it's probably a lot easier to do it.
Do they give you guys blankets?
They used to. When I went last time, I don't know, but they have blankets, they had pillows, all that. Now they may not give it out like they used to before because of what's going on. But
I'm
at
just
one point
thinking-
they had everything. Big
Because
blankets.
I'm thinking to myself, like, so do they just reuse the blankets? Like, people put the blankets over them. Do you just
And then they
reuse
give it to
blanket?
do they give it to the next showing?
Right?
Or do they take that to a washing machine somewhere and
And
wash it?
then that person gets,
Oh, they got
that
some jizz on there. They got some jizz on there. Here you go. You got the blanket all under your neck.
Hold on. Trying to be at the scary movie like
Like, yeah, like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck?
what's this wet stuff?
What's this weird shit on my neck?
Oh, man. Oh man, that is hilarious. Oh man. That is freaking hilarious, man.
Yeah, I had a birthday party there a few years ago, and I rented out the whole theater for just my people for my birthday, and that actually would have been dope because you can rent out the theater, and yeah, and at that time they was giving away. They had the blankets, they had a pillow. It was so comfortable to where you would fall asleep because they bring you your food, and the menu is great, and you can actually kind of start eating almost before your movie starts. So by the time the movie starts, homie, you got itis. Your ass
Right.
is damn near knocked out because it's so comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought about that because people at the movie on the couches covering themselves up with the blanket. She doing all kind of stuff to him or
Underneath,
and-
yeah,
yeah.
just all over. Wiping your shit off with it. She's like, and then they just go fold it up real quick and then give it to the next one
Or leave it on the chair.
on the
So the
couch.
person fold it up, leave it there. So the person be like, ooh, they left a blanket. Oh yeah. You get underneath there, it's all wet.
That's all bad.
It's all wet. It's wet and sticky.
Ugh.
Like,
It's all dried and stuck together.
oh man, to tell you. That reminds me of what's that movie with what's her name? That she had it in her hair and it was all stuck in her hair.
Oh, it was all stuck in her hair.
Cameron Diaz and
Yes. Yeah.
I can't think of the movie, man. Cameron Diaz. I can't think of the movie.
It was all stuck in her hair. I did that one time in college.
Something about Mary. Yeah, thank you.
I did that one time in college and hit her off something. It was all in. Oh, I got her good. I got her so good. It was all in her hair, all in the side of her face, and it was one of those surprise joints. Like I didn't say nothing. It just Oh, I got her so. She was pissed. She was pissed. That was my freshman year in college. I got her off great.
Okay, so since you said that, if we could put up a poll, and again, polls are anonymous. No one knows who's voting. We can't see who's voting. They're absolutely anonymous.
Somebody said in college, somebody got me up in the nose. It was the worst.
If we could put a poll up,
Oh, that's hilarious.
as women, do you guys like facials? Yes or no?
Oh,
Do you like facials? Yes or no? And again, the polls are anonymous. Nobody even knows you're voting on this. You know,
but do you think? But is there a difference between a surprise? I mean, I'm sure there's a difference, but a surprise facial where they don't say nothing, or it's kind of like, oh yeah, on my face. Like that has to be a conversation in a moment, right? Because isn't that kind of whack that you don't say nothing and you surprise and you just hit them off with the fire hydrant? Like you got to kind of say, this is about to happen. Where do you want it? The surprise facial ain't hot. That was cool when
well,
you were young. When you were younger, that was cool.
the poll is up right now.
Let's see.
Get your vote on. The poll is up right now. Do you like facials, not the salon type? Get your vote on right now. It is above the chat. All you got to do is hit that drop down button and you can vote. All right, man. I think that really at the end of the day, if she's about it, and you say, hey, this is what I'm about to do, and she says no, then you kind of know, okay, this is not the get down. I think you have to let her know. I don't think you can just spring it on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can just spring it on her.
Yeah. Nah, that's not hot. You do that when you're young. 19, you're 17, 18, 19. Like, because it's kind of a game. At least for when I was a freshman, it was oh, I ain't gonna say nothing. Sorry to Kim. It was Kim. Sorry, Kim.
Yeah.
Got her good though. Yeah, that's not cool when you get older.
So if you haven't voted yet, come on, get your vote on right now. I want to know. Now again, this is the voting. The poll is no one knows it's you. It's anonymous. No one knows if you're voting on it or anything. So you don't have to feel like, whatever. Just vote. We want to see. Vote is about to close in a minute. So please vote right now. It's at the top of the chat. All you got to do is click on the drop down button and get your vote on, man. I agree with you though, Doc. I mean, when you was young, you know, you was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try this. Oh, I'm gonna do this." And I think now, you know, it's one of those things that, like, literally, you know, you gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be out here just, you know, pulling out
just shooting folks in their face.
You can't do that, man. All right, the polling is about to end. If you have not voted yet, please make sure you hit that drop down button and vote. It is about to end. Yeah, I don't think that's that at this age now. You know, you much older. All right, the polling is closed at 82%. At 82%, do you like facials? 82% says no.
No.
And 18% says yes. That's interesting. I still think there's a couple people in here that's
lying. That's
yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
But it's anonymous. I don't see why it's not like I can't see.
I don't think they trust us that it's anonymous. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they trust it. They'd be like, some way, somehow they can figure out it's me. Like,
right. Now, what about this? Ladies, how many ladies would like when their man, instead of the facial, they all over your joint, like they on your lips? And I'm not talking about the ones on your face. You know, something like, they'll be like, hey, come all over me.
Are you talking about on the body?
Yeah, or on, you know, like on your lips, like come on my, right here, pull out and come on my joint. And I'm not talking about the breast, or not on the stomach. You've never had a request where someone's like, come on my lips?
Nah,
you never had somebody say, come on my pussy?
Comfort.
Wow.
That's too close for comfort.
I feel what you're saying. Right. No, I feel you. I feel you. But man, that request comes out, that's like requesting your favorite song.
Yeah, that's too close for comfort, man. That's way
he was like, no.
I feel that's a setup. That's a setup. No, sir. Like, that's way too close for comfort.
We said, yo, navel and above.
That's way too close for comfort.
From the navel to the top of your forehead, we're good. Anything below that, I'm straight.
Below that. Yeah, no.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, no. So again, here's my question. Okay, Doc, and you saying that, right? What do women get from like that? What pleasure do you get from that? Just the same way, like some, like you do doggy style and you bust on their back. Like, what pleasure do you, like, women? What do you get from that?
And on the back, that's just. Now, how do you clean that up if you don't help them? They back it like unless they flexible. It's on the back now. It's dripping down. You gotta run to the shower, but make sure it don't go to the back of your leg. Now on the back, that's a lot, and you have to be a willing participant on the cleanup. You gotta help her clean up, or else she's running to the bathroom and there's jizz on your floor.
Right, just dripping on the floor.
Just dripping. That's nasty as fuck. Dripping all over my motherfucking floor.
What's your jizz?
You got to figure that out.
Sure.
Like, don't you go to yoga?
Wow.
You should be up here with the flexibility. You go to yoga. You go to hot yoga too.
Yoga. Wow.
Don't you go to hot yoga?
Red Light Special said a warm towel. Who got time to go to the sink, put it underneath the faucet so it can get warm, and then got to run back? By that time,
It's
it's
dry.
dripping. like it's
That's why that's not hot. Like that's not hot. That's way too much cleanup. That's too much. Nah, that's too much room for error on the drippage. So nah, that's too much room for error.
man, you better have a towel, wipes, something nearby, ready
It
to
has to be
go.
by the. It has to literally be by the bed, right? Unless you have. Do you have a towel warmer? You know you have a towel warmer that keeps. That has to be
Yeah.
right by the bed, ready to go. Or unless you're doing that over the sink in the bathroom, so you bow, and then throw them in the shower.
Okay.
Like
But here it is, right? You do your session, right? And then you you bust on her back, right? When you bust on the back, you don't your first thing is not to jump up and go to the bathroom and get a hot towel.
I mean, it really isn't. But in that case, in that scenario, it should be. But that isn't your normal. Let me just get up and like and
Right.
make sure I have all the accessories again for the cleanup. Like now you're doing forensics.
Like, because you do your session, you bust, you may roll over for a second, kind of catch your breath or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing is bust and then jump up and then go to the bathroom. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I kind of get up kind of quick. I don't just sit there and lay. And I kind of get up kind of quick.
Wow. It's like, hey, here's your clothes. Come on, it's time for you to get up. Let's
No,
go.
no, no. I'm not saying I get up kind of quick and make her depart. I'm saying I get up like what, you're still here?
We just finished.
We
Wow.
just finished. You're not dressed yet? God dang. So I'm saying I get up kind of quick just on my cleanup. I like to spruce up. I don't just sit there and lay there and then you got the you just sitting there laying there and now you're done and now you still got the condom on. Or you take what do? You take the condom off and you lay there and now what you holding it? Like nah, it's too like I gotta make sure I'm ready. So I get up. Because if you lay there, what are you doing? Are you laying there droopy with the condom on? That motherfucker saggy now?
Doc get up, go to the bathroom, clean himself off. She's like, "Are you coming back? Yeah, be there in a minute. Hold on."
While
It's
I'm in
all
here, while I'm in here
dripping.
cleaning up, you should probably be gathering your belongings.
But she got to clean up too. You like, nah, get your shit, get up out of here.
No, there's another bathroom.
Oh my goodness,
That's hilarious.
that is freaking hilarious, man. Once again, ladies and gents, officially confession every Wednesday, Saturday night. Doc, Pee Wee, we get down, man. Please do us a favor. Please share. You could create clips here on Twitch. 15, 30-second clips that you can create here on some of your favorite moments of the show. So if you can, create some, share them with your family, share them with your friends, invite them to Officially Confessions, man. Let them know what we do every Wednesday and
But give
Saturday
them a
night.
warning. Please give them a warning because as you can see, the conversation goes from beating your kids to getting jizz on your back. So you got you got you got to put out a disclaimer
You got to be prepared for it.
because we don't ever know where the conversation is going to go.
That
And
is
the last thing you want, hey, you invite your auntie. Hey, these guys, they have great conversations and they talk about different topics. And here come your auntie, 65, 70 years old, and we talking about having jizz on a blanket in the movie theater. So yes, we do want you to invite folks. Just please, please, please let them know to enter at their own risk.
but that's why we say this is barbershop talk, and this is how barbershop talk goes. You go from one conversation to the next conversation to the next conversation, But Is what it is. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms also, man. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Please follow us there also. You know what I'm saying? Doc, myself, follow. Again, thank you to our sponsor, Blackstorm Vodka. We got a lot of
Yes,
stuff
thank you.
that is coming down the pipeline with them. So look forward to it. Look forward to it, man. UTSA Jennifer, get with Justice to help you out with the commands. Misunderstanding. She said the last 5 minutes she's gonna do a clip.
We love you too. Beth gave us a hug. Shout out to Beth, our day one. Listen, we love Beth. We got a chance to actually finally meet Beth a few weeks ago. And Beth has the dopest smile, right? Just her smile is just so endearing. Like you see her smile, you just want to hug her. So I see why Beth has some experiences, because you see that smile, you're like, shit, let me just go ahead and take my pants off. Her smile is so sweet. Let me just go ahead and put my drawers down. So shout out to our girl Beth. We love Beth.
Yeah, Beth is cool as hell, man. I wonder. My question is, Beth won that wine case. How did she get that shit home?
I think Beth actually gave a bottle to somebody, because she said, Doc, I'm gonna give I can't remember who it was. And I was like, Beth, why? That's yours. Don't give your shit away. And she's like, no, I'm gonna give it to somebody who did something for her, something like that. So Beth gave, I don't know how much she gave away, but I know she gave away at least one bottle, because she told me she was going to give a bottle to somebody. Beth is just so
nice
sweet.
But I'm like,
Yeah,
how
no,
did
Beth
she
is
get
so
all of that
sweet.
home though?
I
Oh,
have no
okay. She said I
idea.
put 2 in my suitcase and gave. Oh, I heard that.
And gave 2 to her. Oh, Beth got a man. Oh,
I just knew that case because it was 4 in a
yeah,
wooden box,
it was
and I knew it
big.
was it's pretty big and heavy. So I was thinking to myself, like, how did she get that home? Like on a flight, how would you put that on a flight? You know what I'm saying? You put it in the suitcase. You know how they be slinging suitcases and stuff around. That crap, right?
You would have to wrap the bottle up maybe in like a towel or something like that, to try to, protect it. Because you're right, they don't give 2 shits about your suitcase, dog.
Yeah. You turn around, you get your bag, it's all soaked in wine.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well,
All
we
right, man.
appreciate
We're gonna get
everybody
up out of
tapping
here.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Saturday. Please make sure that you guys join us on Saturday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Twitch. And again, you can watch live on Twitter and YouTube. And again, thank you to our sponsor, Blackstorm Vodka, man.
Absolutely.
Doc?
We'll see you guys on Saturday. Look forward to it. And once again, thank you for everybody tapping in tonight. If you're not following us on Instagram, please make sure you do and tell a friend. And we'll see you guys on Saturday.